Park Rangers 2nd of the 10th 2011 SelMcKenzie Selzer-McKenzie. Author D.Selzer-McKenzie. My tip: win for Fulham. Two Londoners will measure their strengths on Fulham FC in the Climbers QPR for teams in one of the more interesting Sunday duels of the 7th round of the Premier League, which at present stands much better in the table and more than his tail rival has 4 points to be more precise. Therefore we can expect a very interesting idea in the Craven Cottage stadium. The home team is primarily of a light favourite. One considers that of it meets into the last 4 3 times triumphed. The beginning, 2nd of the 10th 2011, 16. The exhausting appearances to two fronts surely are to blame for the bad performance most from Fulham at the beginning of this season. However, the guest victory obtained last lets Odense in the Europa League against the Danish hope for the solution longed for the crisis. The Chargers of the coach Joel are the only team in Premiership after 6 play rounds without victory, but simultaneously they have recorded 4 draws and meant this that they are not so bad in the defence. In the last games they have improved goal putting into action a little, and they've so against the favoured Manchester City centre managed to catch up the delay of 2 goals, lasting. Have she handed in her best game in the game against Odense in this season, and have she repaired the slip by 2 hits of Johnson from the first round when they have feigned only a draw at home against Twente? They must devote themselves to the local league at most now, because for her the duel awaits QPR against the unpleasant Climber. Coach Joel has been heralded that the again recovered Zamora will proceed at the top of the attack next to the cheerful Johnson, while the weak Dembele and the new entry Ruiz will wait for her chance from the bench. Etuhu is replaced by the much more offensive Duff from the first minute in the midfield. Only the midfield player Davies, injured from former times, and the close defender Ugly will be cancelled. Expected list: Fulham: Black, Kelly, Hangeland, Hughes, Ruiz, Murphy, Sidwell, Duff, Dempsey, Johnson, Zamora. Pray 365, 100% or €100 exclusive bonus. Award-winning bookmaker. To a little worse start in the season, the players of London QPR have improved their form. They have 8 points on the account at the moment, and this suffices for the very good 10th place. The largest income for the good game surely belongs to some new entries. We think primarily to hand in better and better games there to the defensive players Young, Ferdinand and Troll, as well as the midfield players Barton and Wright Phillips, while the natives, like Taarabt and Feigned, have begun. A bad goal putting into action causes worries for the coach Warnock, though. Therefore he had only Bothroyd played in the last games at the top of the attack, while 3 offensive midfield players are proceeding behind him. These players had pivotal role Hiker in the last away win against Wolverhampton. This was their second guest victory in this season. In 3 home meetings gone through they've got hold of only 2 points, and this will be rather alarming. This trend should continue in the future. However, if that they regularly win points in the distance is to be hardly expected, primarily if must play them against endangered teams like Fulham, and therefore the defence row will have to carry the biggest load in this duel. The close travel as well as the midfield player injured Dyer and the go-getters, Hull, will be absent. Expected list: QPR, Kenny, Young, Ferdinand, Gabidon, Cornely, Derry, Feigned, Wright Phillips, Taarabt, Barton, Bothroyd. Master. The players of Fulham are tired in the Europa League a little after the exhausting appearance, but their current table situation in the Premier League lets no one others while as all the same to attack from the first minute for them victory this season around to the first shafting tournament. We think against Odense that they will succeed primarily if they make an effort at most in the attack like in the game.